to spray it with water to retain. You can't treat a glazed lily like a cat.
I'll go talk to him.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, it's you two. It's been a while. What brings you to Port Ormos?
We didn't have anything to do, and this place looked pretty lively, so we decided to stop by. But, what's with all the flowers around here?
Well, Port Ormos is currently organizing a flower exhibition featuring flowers and plants from all over Teyvat, so I came to help out. The exhibition includes flowers.
Flowers! They smell so...
Huh?
Paimon's... fine. She's just got a little...
Rainbow roses. A moment of your time, you two? If it's not too much trouble, perhaps you could try this incense.
Incense? Oh, the scent is so... Whoa, that was fast!
Think nothing of it. From your attire, I imagine. Seeing as we're both travelers from abroad, it's only...
Oh, so you're here...
I suppose that's accurate. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Emelie, a perfumer from Fontaine.
Paimon is Paimon! Thank you so much for your help just now. Oh, and this is...
The traveler, right? I've heard a lot about you from the Steambird. It's nice to finally put...
What happened back there?
To put it simply... Well, but there's no need to worry. Pollen...
Oh, well that...
Traveler! Paimon! There you are. Is everything all right? I left in such a hurry, I forgot to warn you about all the pollen in the air. Emelie? Ah, what a coincidence.
It was nothing, really. I'm more curious as to why...
Remember the...
Oh, look at all the flowers!
Apparently, the exhibitor paid a large sum to rent out the hotel and surrounding buildings. They're being used as temporary storage facilities and lodging for exhibition personnel.
Yeah, what if guests come early? They won't have anywhere to stay. Also, renting out this big of a hotel, how are they gonna make that more back?
It's been so long, I almost didn't recognize you, Edgar.
Well, you and your brother haven't changed a bit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Hold on. We have guests.
It's nice to see you again, Master.
Emelie, I've heard you...
Oh, well, it's all thanks to your mentorship.
Hardly. I've taught many students here in Sumeru over the years. And who are these two?
They're my new friends, the Traveler and Paimon.
Emelie's friends.
And these two gentlemen?
I'm Ood, and this here is my younger brother, Blaze.
Yes.
Whoa, the smell of flowers is so strong. Didn't Edgar say he tidied up around here? There's still so many. Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers. Looks like this...
No, we work close.
Oh, guess there's just too much to store for the exhibition then.
Oh, this room seems to be a Blaze while you're out. Ahem.
Yeah.
All right, then. Where can we...
It's still at the port. In addition to some daily necessities, there's also a case of amber wine that I brought back from Fontaine. Could I trouble you to bring that back as well? It would be the perfect way to repay you for your hospitality. Is that so? Mr. Ood, Mr.
Hey, what are you doing?
That's Master's voice.
Well, we looked up...
The most important thing we can do now is focus our efforts on treating Master. Can you help me move him inside?
he doing?
When I administered emergency treatment, he's still unconscious and yes. But first, Mr. Sylvain, Mr. Lucien.
Wait, you know.
Hey, were you talking to us, mademoiselle? I'm afraid we didn't.
Before arriving in Sumeru, I asked a friend from the Special Patrol to look into the creek. There were 4, a researcher, the 2 in the end.
And what does that have to...
Every time your brother called you Blaze, it took...
Ah, Miss Emelie, you have a bright...
You...
What?
Amber wine is a... Unless...
Emelie, you little...
Don't misunderstand, Mr. Sylvain. I don't bring... But Master's life is... If Master's attack had something to do... So I'd like to trouble you for some...
Fine.
Sylvain!
Lucien, if this will help us find Kyria. You were right, Miss Emelie. There were 4 sometime.
Sounds like
Why the rush? Did something...
What? He's the most...
Sheriff, have you received any reports?
No. I'll start gathering my force.
What about you, Tainari?
No longer encrypt my chemical analysis of... I was...
Elemental energy?
Hard to say. I had to use one... Unless you were abnormally... As for whether Master's...
Oh, that reminds...
I received...
Oh, I thought... excuse me? Is Miss Emelie here? Oh, perfect! Familiar faces! Traveler!
Kale. Oh, of course. Tainari's apprentice. And please, no need for...
Oh, okay. Did Tainari send you here, Kale? Yep. Master and the others went through Anyway, based on what... Master considered that possibility as well. How is that possible?
It's...
Hey! Lucien!
It's Sylvain! Wait, you don't think Kirio came back?
That seems impossible. If someone came in or out of... It's locked?
There's no one here.
Lucien! Lucien!
That's Sylvain's voice! Hurry, let's check next door!
So, did you find anything?
Paimon can show you. Here, it'd be something like this.
But entering through the...
No, his reaction to the loss of his brother...
Then, what could...
I agree. Also, I've made some new
Mr. Sylvain, I need you to tell me everything you and your brother did since yesterday afternoon.
After Kyria attacked Edgar, we returned to our rooms and decided to lock all the doors. The only door... But I didn't hear any sort of commotion last night. Not a single noise!
So, no movement from the room next door. No signs of a...
I did notice a few things about the body. Lucien's pupils were... There weren't any traces of liquid in his mouth or nose, so...
A goose? No, that's not possible. No? Emelie, you ran your test.
No.
That may be true for...
Master!
Edgar?
Sylvain, No matter how hard you may try to hide it. Even if we could... No. He... That's Vijav. Yelena wasn't a scholar from Sumeru.
The Fatu.
Ah, so you've already...
Oh,
The August flower was
The Fatui.
born of a delusion. August contained distorted elemental energy. A prolonged exposure...
that's enough, Edgar. At first, Yelena wanted... It didn't have any of...
So you decided poisoning people was...
Listen, unless...
It may be true there are no records of Auguste poisoning in Fontaine. But even if no one was that explains what the Fatui...
A goose.
So there's bad...
What about Yelena?
I'll admit, we thought about it at one point. We took care, but before we could even...
But if we're yeah, she could have just burned the flower beds and fled with her brother.
I thought about it for a lot. Everything.
Emelie, Chef Xian wants to talk to you.
Thank you, Kale. But first, here. I prepared a kind of herbal tea that helps calm the spirit.
Oh,
It's... You seem very...
Hey, Emelie, Kale. No, not at all. This will be easier to talk through. There was just a when I accompanied... Maybe Kyria did that on purpose. Maybe he wanted Sylvain to so did he
Based on what we...
losing his sister whenever I get to thinking... I'm sorry.
There's nothing in all my years of... Some of them surround your... So while you do Sylvain and Luke answering those questions, I've witnessed. But generally speaking, death will...
Once you're consumed by... Nothing unusual. Paimon took a peek into the room next door and Sylvain's already sleeping.
Perhaps Kyria's true... No, that can't be right. If all he wanted... There must be something we're missing. Something...
Maybe we just need to come... You're right. Maybe we can look for a different distraction then. Oh, there's a glaze lily here. Paimon didn't notice it earlier.
Flower... Oh no! Sylvain's room! Quick!
Wait, what?
Hey, did you hear?
It was the older of the...
Yeah, I think his name was Sylvain.
First it was Mr. Edgar, then that merchant named Luke.
Listen up, everyone. This is an act of crime.
It's been 3 days.
Do you think it could be the work of an... I mean, how do you get away with something?
Keep it moving, everyone. No lo...
Trouble. Yeah,
Traveler, I had my men start spreading the glazed lily, huh? I think I've heard of it before.
Well, did you know it only blooms at night?
Emelie, you're back.
Exactly.
A flower that only blooms in...
Exactly. That's why Kyria chose the
If If a... There's a... If you...
That's right. That way the Auguste... However...
And Kyria could...
By the next morning,
Wait a second. And how did Edgar...
That's because Auguste is...
Ah, that can't be right.
I wouldn't use... You can think of it this...
The
alchemically produced essential oil.
Are you all right? Were you attacked?
No.
Let me take a look.
The air definitely feels heavy. It smells nice, but for some reason...
Everything looks all right. It was probably...
I can't rest. He's a good man.
Oz, you need to calm down and listen to me.
But how is that possible? I thought Mr. Edgar is sad.
That's precisely why he had to resort to extraordinary measures to age himself. Kyria used it.
No.
And what if the... I've yet to confirm it, but I suspect Kyria killed the real Edgar while Edgar was... The new Edgar then decided to relocate to Sumeru, seemingly out of an innocuous desire to let go of the past. He even left perfume...
Oh, look at all the Auguste flowers! There are so many of them. I can't believe a single person did all this. Must have taken a lot of time.
I fear that statement is truer than you know, Paimon. Using a delusion comes...
Did they catch up? No. My strength is just waning. But it doesn't matter.
This is a garden of Auguste flowers. But it's not mine. It's the one that was set on fire all... Yelena? Yelena! You tried to hide it from me, but I always under... The reason why you continued to use the delusion, the reason why you set your garden on fire, it was all because of me. I shouldn't have listened to you that day. I shouldn't have taken the Mora and ran. But by the time I realized something wasn't right, there was nothing left. I know I'm almost 20 years too late. I should have come looking for you earlier. I should have died with you that day. Yelena? Yelena! No! Don't leave me! Please! Yelena!
I'm alive. No.
That was an illusion.
No. A fake.
We started making the to create a perfect accord. The accord is the basis of perfume making,
the product in its most primitive form. Ambergris mixed with cedar wood, rounded out with a base note of agar wood.
This is the scent of leather?
Exactly. We're unable to extract essential oils from leather, but by combining other raw materials, we can recreate its essence. That is the purpose of an accord.
Does that mean you can recreate any scent in the whole world?
I'm afraid not. Certain fragrances in this world are simply one of a kind. That quality is what draws people in and fuels their obsessions.
If I wear a goose to the ball, I'll also be one of a kind. Our competitor already got their hands on it.
It doesn't matter how much it costs. I have to buy something better.
This fragrance will be one of a kind, no more. Myths can be deconstructed. Miracles can be recreated. All it takes is skill, experience, limitless exploration, and a little patience. The only thing left is determining where the real Auguste is hidden. Pretending to be attacked means he's not free to move around. Auguste must be hidden within reach.
Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers.
The curator commissioned a flower pot from Kasharawar, capable of retaining heat and moisture.
Perfumes are as beautiful as flowers, and equally as delicate. When stored, you must take care to control the temperature and keep them away from direct sunlight. Did you get all that, Emelie?
I got it.
So, Sylvain is dead. Is that right?
Yes, Master.
So, you switched the bottles of Auguste, and then lied to me about Sylvain's death.
Convincing you that your revenge had been completed was the easiest way to get you to let down your guard.
Impossible. Even if you found a way to switch out the bottles, there's no way you could have made an accord. If Auguste was so easy to replicate, Yelena wouldn't have.
It was a combination of rainbow roses, glazed lip, but recently,
Rainbow?
Auguste was perfumery technique, the mythos.
The past.
You've been working as a perfumer for all these years. You should have always... But the meaning, you believed in its divinity and grandeur. You believed it was entire... Europe's...
We just didn't expect it to happen.
Well, so, since you've... That means...
Yes.
Who knows?
I know if you had... all the crimes...
Is that so? Well...
Whoa, he accepted that kind of fast.
I don't feel the need to justify... I did.
Stick close.
Looks like
Of course, Master.
the combination...
The scent of Auguste is complex and varied, so...
You're saying
Rainbow rose... But if you...
rainbow, Yelena.
Take it easy.
Sedikit ya guys ceritanya daripada story
Did you know? Right.
Seems like everyone in Fontaine is talking about the new perfume you're releasing.
I was hoping to... I just hope it won't become this... I did. Also,
Of course!
besides, when it comes to perfume, commenting on whether it smells good is the most straightforward assessment you can ask for. There doesn't always have to be a deeper meaning.
Right! Do those flowers have some special meaning? Hearing their names seemed... A language of flowers?
What each... After returning to Fontaine, I did... Perhaps that's the legacy Yelena...
You think Kyria...
I paid him a visit before... Who knows? Yelena is gone. Even if that... Avenging her... Kyria cultivated his revenge. In any case, thank you for saving my love and hatred when someone died. But even if it's only a conjecture, the meaning we give... And yet, at the...
selesai guys setengah jam enak banget